What if one small machine in your house could turn a simple liquid mix into hundreds of perfectly shaped products every single day, each one ready to sell in seconds, and people buy it without even planning to? That is the power of the right mini factory. If you have a small room, a garage, or even a corner in your home, you already have enough space to start building a steady income. You do not need years of experience. You do not need a huge team. You just need the right machine and a simple system that runs daily. Stay tuned, because in this video, you are going to see 12 profitable machines that can turn ordinary materials into products people use every day. Some sell because of impulse. Some sell because they solve a real problem. Others sell because customers keep coming back again and again. Let's start with the first one. This video is just for informational and educational purposes only. We do not guarantee income or results. Success depends on individual efforts, skills, and market conditions. Number 1. Soft Serve Ice Cream Machine. This one wins because of impulse buying. People do not plan for it. They just see it and instantly want it. That is what makes this business powerful. You can set it up in a small space at home and start selling the same day once everything is ready. The process is very simple. You pour in the liquid mix, the system freezes it in a controlled way, and out comes a smooth, creamy product in perfect portions. No complicated skills, no long training. It is built for simple daily production. The initial investment starts around $400, depending on capacity and brand. Monthly running costs like electricity, mix, and basic maintenance stay close to $300 per month. The real strength is volume. When you sell consistently every day, even at a low price per serving, the numbers add up fast. That is how this type of setup becomes highly profitable with steady daily cash flow. You can sell from home, at events, near schools, or partner with local shops. This works because it is fast, visual, and easy to scale. Number 2. Block Making Machine. This one is different. It is not based on impulse. It is based on constant demand. Construction never fully stops. Homes get built, walls get repaired. Small projects keep happening every week. You start with basic materials like cement, sand, and water. After mixing, the material goes into molds, where vibration compacts it into solid blocks. The system repeats the same motion again and again, which makes production predictable and easy to manage. You do not need advanced technical knowledge, just consistency. The investment ranges from $700 to $4,000, depending on size and mold type. Monthly operating costs stay around $350, mainly for materials and electricity. What makes this business strong is bulk orders. Hardware stores, small contractors, and local builders need regular supply. When you become their reliable source, this turns into stable, long-term profit with repeat clients. Instead of selling one piece at a time, you think in batches. That is where the margin grows. It is heavy work, but it creates solid income. Before number 3, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more smart business ideas. We're aiming for 10,000 subscribers, and your support truly makes a difference. Number 3. Biodegradable Drinking Straw Making Machine. This one rides a big market shift, eco-friendly products. Many restaurants and cafes are moving away from traditional plastic, but they still need affordable alternatives. That gap creates opportunity. The machine molds, cuts, and dries biodegradable material into uniform straws. Once running, the process is automatic and repetitive, which makes it easy to control from a small workspace. It stays clean, organized, and efficient. The initial investment is around $5,000, while monthly costs remain close to $250, mostly for raw materials and electricity. The power here is not single sales, it is contracts. When you supply restaurants, hotels, and distributors regularly, you create recurring revenue and scalable profit. This business feels modern and forward-thinking. Instead of competing in crowded markets, you position yourself as a local, sustainable supplier. With volume production and repeat business clients, this setup becomes profitable through consistency and bulk orders, not random sale. Before we move on, the next machine changes something important. It turns a one-time sale into repeat income, and that small difference can completely change your monthly numbers. Number 4. Scented Candle Making Machine. Let me tell you why this one is powerful. It is not about selling once, it is about repeat purchases. Candles burn out, and when they do, customers come back for more. That alone makes this a smart home business. You do not need to be an expert. You load the wax, add fragrance, and the system handles the heating and pouring with precision. It keeps sizes and shapes uniform, which gives your product a professional finish. That matters when you are building your own brand. The investment ranges from $550 to $1,500, which is very reasonable for starting production. Monthly costs stay close to $150, mainly for wax, scents, and electricity. What makes this business exciting is pricing flexibility. With good branding and attractive packaging, you can position your product as premium. That is how it becomes high margin and highly profitable. You can sell through gift shops, home decor stores, fairs, and online platforms. Custom scents for events and businesses open even more doors. It is creative, scalable, and perfect for building a recognizable brand from home. Number 5. Pet Bottle Blowing Machine. Now this one is more strategic. Instead of selling a finished product to consumers, you supply other businesses, and businesses reorder constantly. It works by heating preforms and blowing them into molds to create finished containers. The process is automatic and consistent, which means you can produce different sizes depending on client needs. It runs smoothly from a small workshop or garage without complex setup. The initial investment is around $3,500, and monthly operating costs are close to $400, mostly for electricity and raw materials. The real opportunity here is contracts. Food producers, cosmetic brands, and cleaning product manufacturers always need packaging. When you become their reliable supplier, this turns into stable recurring income and predictable profit. You are not chasing random customers, you are building supply relationships. That stability is what makes this type of operation strong, scalable, and consistently profitable over time. Number 6. Animal Feed Pellet Machine. This business runs on something very simple. Animals eat every single day. That means constant demand without seasonal drops. You start with grains or mixed feed, and the system grinds and compresses the material into compact pellets. The output is uniform, easy to store, and easier for farmers to handle. The operation is repetitive and straightforward, which makes it ideal for continuous daily production. The investment ranges from $300 to $1,500, making it accessible for many beginners. Monthly costs stay around $200, mostly for raw materials and electricity. The strength of this model is volume. Farms and breeders buy in bulk and reorder regularly. That is how this becomes steady cash flow with reliable long-term clients. Instead of relying on trends, you serve a basic need. With consistent production and local distribution, this setup can turn into a dependable and sustainable profit stream from a small home space. If you are still watching, comment which machine fits your space and budget so far. It helps you think seriously about your next move, and I read those to see what people are actually planning. Number 7. Nut Butter Making Machine. Healthy food is not a trend anymore. It is a lifestyle, and people are willing to pay more for products that feel natural and premium. That is where this setup becomes interesting. You start with raw nuts, and within minutes they turn into a smooth, creamy spread. The grinding and mixing happen in one continuous process, giving you a consistent texture every time. Some models even help with basic filling, which saves time and keeps production clean and organized. The investment ranges from $150 to $1,500, which makes it one of the most accessible options on this list. Monthly operating costs stay around $200, mainly for raw materials and electricity. What makes this powerful is positioning. When you brand it correctly and target gyms, health stores, and organic markets, this becomes a high-margin product with strong repeat sales. You are not just selling a jar, you are selling a healthier alternative. With steady weekly production and smart marketing on social media, this type of business can become consistently profitable and easy to scale from home. Number 8. Hamburger Forming Machine. Standardization is everything in food service. Restaurants want every piece to look and weigh the same. That consistency builds trust, and this is exactly what this system delivers. You load the prepared meat, adjust the weight, and in seconds, identical portions come out ready for packaging or freezing. It is fast, repetitive, and easy to manage. No complicated training, just a clear workflow that keeps production moving. The initial investment is around $1,400, while monthly costs remain close to $250, mainly for meat supply and electricity. The opportunity here is volume. Restaurants, food trucks, and frozen food sellers need reliable suppliers. When you become that supplier, you create steady orders and predictable income. Instead of selling one meal at a time, you supply businesses that sell hundreds. That difference is huge. With strong local partnerships and consistent quality, this setup can turn into a stable and scalable profit source, operating from a small space. Number 9. Sausage making machine. Now we move into something traditional but highly profitable. Meat products always have demand, but most small sellers rely on factory-made brands. This gives you a chance to stand out with your own recipes. The process is simple. You prepare the mixture, load it in, and the system grinds, stuffs, and portions evenly. In a short time, you have uniform products ready for sale. It keeps everything efficient and professional without needing advanced skills. The investment ranges from $300 to $1,800, and monthly costs stay around $300, mostly for meat and electricity. The strength of this model is differentiation. When you create unique flavors and build relationships with butcher shops and restaurants, this becomes a strong margin business with recurring buyers. You can also sell directly at local markets or through repeat orders. With quality control and consistent supply, this type of production can generate reliable, long-term profitability from a home-based operation. We have covered food and construction, but the next few machines solve a different problem. They help you stop leaking profit and start controlling more of the value chain. Number 10. Grain mill machine. Sometimes, the biggest mistake people make is selling raw materials too early. When you sell grain as it is, you leave money on the table, but when you process it, you multiply its value. This setup is simple and practical. You pour in dry grain, adjust the grinding level, and within minutes, you have a fine, uniform product ready for packaging. It runs continuously and does not require advanced technical skills. That makes it ideal for a small home-based operation. The investment starts around $200, which makes it very beginner-friendly. Monthly costs are extremely low, close to $10, mainly for electricity and basic maintenance. That low overhead is what makes this model attractive. When you package and sell flour or grits to local stores, markets, bakeries, and restaurants, the margins improve. This is how it becomes profitable, by adding value instead of increasing effort. You can even use the processed product as a base for other food items. With consistent local demand and smart pricing, this turns into a steady and scalable income stream from a very small space. Number 11. Pillow filling machine. Speed and consistency change everything in textile production. Filling pillows by hand takes time, and the results are never exactly the same. That is where this system creates an advantage. You place the cover in position, activate the machine, and within seconds it fills the product with the exact amount of material. Whether it is silicone fiber or shredded foam, the volume stays uniform. The process is clean, quick, and surprisingly quiet, which makes it suitable for home use. The investment ranges from $1,100 to $6,000, depending on capacity. Monthly costs stay around $100, mostly for filling material and electricity. The opportunity here is bulk orders. Hotels, home decor stores, and upholstery businesses often need steady supply. When you deliver consistent quality, you create recurring contracts and predictable profit. Instead of competing with large factories, you focus on flexibility and local production. That flexibility is what turns this into a reliable and long-term profitable business model. Number 12. Plastic bag making machine. Many small businesses struggle because they depend on outside suppliers for basic packaging. Delays and price changes hurt their operations. When you produce locally, you remove that problem. This system extrudes, seals, and cuts material into uniform bags ready for distribution. The process is automatic and repetitive, which makes production smooth once it is set up. You can operate it from a compact workshop and focus on fulfilling regular orders. The initial investment starts at $2,800, while monthly costs remain around $300, mainly for raw materials and electricity. The strength of this model is supply contracts. Grocery stores, restaurants, pharmacies, and small supermarkets constantly need packaging. By serving them consistently, this becomes a contract-based business with stable and scalable profit. It also complements other production lines, especially if you already manufacture products that require packaging. With steady demand and bulk orders, this setup can become a strong and dependable income source from home. At the beginning, I asked you, what if one small machine in your house could turn simple materials into products people buy every single day? Now, you have seen 12 different ways that can actually happen. Some rely on impulse, some rely on contracts, some rely on repeat purchases, but all of them follow the same principle: small space, simple system, consistent production. You do not need a massive factory to start building income. You need clarity, discipline, and the right machine for your local market. The opportunity is not hidden. It is practical and measurable. The real question now is not whether these models work. It is which one you are going to take seriously and turn into your own mini factory. If one of these machines made you pause and think, take action on it, research it, price it, plan it. And if you want more practical breakdowns like this, subscribe so you do not miss the next opportunity. Share with someone who may need it.